Right, here's some big breaking news coming in. Videocon owner has been arrested by the CBI. CBI arrests the Videocon owner, Venugopal Dhoot, after Chanda and Deepak Kochhar's arrest. Another big arrest here coming into light in the ICICI loan case. As the CBI investigating a lot of irregularities, several loans that were passed. Here we're looking at Videocon owner now, who's been arrested by the CBI. The CBI arrests Videocon owner, Venugopal Dhoot, after Chanda Kochhar and Deepak Kochhar's arrest. Another big arrest coming in the ICICI loan case. A few loans that were passed illegally, according to the bank regulators. Now, in the latest, we're seeing the owner of Videocon, Venugopal Dhoot, who was allotted a loan by ICICI, Chanda Kochhar, has now been arrested soon after ICICI's CEO, Chanda and Deepak Kochhar's arrest. Divesh Singh joining us live for a little more on that. Divesh, was this expected, on expected lines? Of course, ICICI accused of giving loan to Videocon, not in a legal manner, not adhering to all the protocols. It was passed arbitrarily. And now we see that the Videocon owner itself has been arrested. Tell us a little more.
This loan was sanctioned when Chanda Kochhar was the CEO of ICICI Bank. She was at the helm of affairs running the ICICI Bank, and 300 crore rupee loan was sanctioned to Videocon Industries in 2009. After that, rupees 64 crores were invested by Venugopal Dhoot, by Videocon Industries, in a company run by Chanda Kochhar's husband, Deepak Kochhar, called New Power Renewables. So this 64 crores which was invested by Venugopal Dhoot was from the loan that he had received from ICICI Bank. This was a quid pro quo, and that is why investigation had been started by agencies like CBI, by Enforcement Directorate, against Chanda Kochhar, against Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot. Despite being the CEO, Chanda Kochhar did not follow the rules and regulations mentioned by the loan sanctioning authority of the ICICI Bank. She did not follow all the rules, and this loan of rupees 300 crores was sanctioned to Videocon Industries, which was further, out of which 64 crores were diverted illegally to Deepak Kochhar, which was said to be a quid pro quo for the loan sanctioned to Videocon Industries. This was earlier investigated by the Enforcement Directorate and then by the CBI. On Friday, Chanda Kochhar and Deepak Kochhar were arrested by CBI in Delhi. They were produced in a Mumbai court on Saturday and are presently in CBI custody. This morning, CBI team arrested Venugopal Dhoot, who was the promoter of Videocon Industries, from Mumbai, and very soon he will also be produced in court. Over to you.
All right, do stay with us. I'm going to quickly cut across to Munish, who's tracking the central agencies. Munish, this has come as a huge blow to Videocon, as Videocon's promoter, Mr. Venugopal, has now been arrested by the CBI, and it appears that they suspect that he is almost, in fact, the 3,250 odd crores that he was granted loan, it appears that there are some irregularities and quite glaring, which the central agency has been probing for quite a while. But soon after CEO of ICICI, Chanda Kochhar, was arrested, now here comes the time of Videocon CEO. What is the suspicion on the Videocon promoter?
Well, Nabila, the arrest of Venugopal Dhoot is not only shock for those who are working with Videocon, but also for the entire corporate sector, because remember, Videocon is a very prestigious company of India. It has been working in the industry from years and decades, but now the promoter, technically the owner of this company, has been arrested by the Central Bureau of Investigation. As far as the allegations and suspicions are concerned, and why CBI decided to arrest him, remember in 2020 there was an FIR lodged by the Central Bureau of Investigation. The main allegation was that when Chanda Kochhar was MD and CEO of ICICI Bank, a loan of 3,250 crore rupees was granted to a company linked to Venugopal Dhoot. At that point of time, Venugopal Dhoot, according to the FIR, he was not eligible for this amount of loan, but still Chanda Kochhar decided to grant him that loan. But as soon as he got the loan, a 64 crore loan was given to a company linked to Chanda Kochhar's husband, Deepak Kochhar. The name of the company is New Renewables. Now that company was given 64 crore rupees by Venugopal Dhoot. The main allegation is that 64 crore was nothing but a kickback for the loan which was given by ICICI Bank, 3,250 crore rupees, which was sanctioned by Chanda Kochhar. So these are the main allegations. What CBI is saying that in last 2 years of investigation, they recorded many statements. They went through the bank documents, and after gathering the material evidence in the case, after recording certain statements, they decided that all three of them, Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot, they are someone who were involved in the entire conspiracy, and that is why initially Chanda Kochhar and Deepak Kochhar were arrested, and today we have been given to understand is that Venugopal Dhoot, the promoter of Videocon, has been placed under arrest by the CBI.
You know, at this point, Monish, from what we see here, that these are big companies like Videocon. Does it really, of course, the business analysts would be able to tell us if this really comes as a big blow to Videocon as a company itself. Any freezes on their bank accounts as yet? It's a huge company, massive employment. Any freezes on Videocon's bank accounts, would you know?
Well, Nabila, this is a very important question. There is a high possibility that that action will be taken by the enforcement directorate. As far as CBI is concerned, they are proving the criminal conspiracy between Chanda Kochhar, Deepak Kochhar and Venugopal Dhoot, and on those lines they are building the case. But as far as enforcement directorate is concerned, remember Deepak Kochhar was also earlier arrested by the enforcement directorate. There is a charge sheet filed by the ED. But as far as the recovery of money is concerned, the kickback, that amount of money may be recovered in the form of freezing the assets of Videocon. As far as Videocon is concerned, remember it's a very, very big company. They are into a major electronic sector of our country, and this arrest of Videocon, it has sent a shock wave to all the industries and corporate sector in India. We are yet to get reaction if any is coming from Videocon, if any official reaction is coming from Videocon on this arrest. But as far as Deepak Kochhar and Chanda Kochhar is concerned, remember his lawyer, when the case was being argued before the court, his lawyer said that there was no loss suffered by the ICICI Bank. There is no public money involved. But the CBI is saying that there are evidence against all three of them, and that is why they have been arrested. Nabila.
All right, Monish, thank you very much for joining us on that huge development coming in on the loan that was granted to Videocon by ICICI. First, the arrest of the CEO of ICICI, Chanda Kochhar, and her husband Deepak Kochhar, and now comes the arrest of Videocon promoter himself, Venugopal Dhoot, accused of irregularities in the 3,200 odd crores loan that was granted to him by ICICI.